Welcome to 2 Minutes Tuesday with Bala. This week we are going to look into Azure ARM template variables. Let's get started. Variables are nothing but predefined values that can be referenced multiple times within your ARM templates. So if you want to have a certain variable, for example, location, and it's being used in multiple places, then those kind of scenarios is where you will use variables. They'll help reducing duplication, so you're not duplicating the same location variable multiple times, specific to a storage or a resource group or different things. So you can have like common values and represent them across the board. Variables can also be used to storing different types of variables types, such as like strings, numbers, object arrays, or even complex expressions. So let's take this example, and I'm creating a parameter called app name, and you can see the default value is my app, and then the type is string, and then the variables are being defined below. You have like a couple of options there. One is like a string variable, which is just a plain text. And then we have a concat to var, which is more like an example where you're using taking the string var and then you're trying to append -app to it. And then the next one is like more like a concat to param, where you're using the previous parameter that we defined as app name, and then you're just trying to add your app name -web to it. So in this case, I'm trying to create a storage, and the storage name prefix is my storage. But you cannot like use the same storage variable multiple times within Azure. It will not let you happen. So we are creating a variable called storage name. We are just using the prefix variable, and then we are trying to append a unique string. You can see that unique string of resource group.id. So in this case, resource group will always have a unique ID, and then we are just trying to build a unique string, which is also a built-in function. And then we are just trying to concat those two together and putting everything in lowercase, which in case whenever you're creating a storage name, then it has to be all lowercase in Azure. And then if you see below that in the resources, I'm trying to utilize this variable. In this case, it's saying like variables of storage name. So all these action happens and then you're utilizing it. And also you can have complex objects as variables. So in this case, allowed parameters, which is your environment. And then in the variables, you're having like environment settings as a complex object. And inside that you have a test, which has an instance count as a variable. And then you have a prod and instance count as 4. So let's see how that's being utilized. So using object as a variable outputs, here in this case, you can see instant count, the value you're using the environment variable. And then you're saying like in those parameters, I just want the instant count. So as soon as you pass an instance name, which is like a test or a prod, then automatically it's going to utilize that. So it's as simple as that, but variables are very much powerful and then mostly used in all the ARM templates. Hope this is helpful. I'll see you next week with another topic. Thank you for watching.